Up next on End of the Day Beer Review, I have Fred with me again. You might remember him from those 6 bourbon counties, actually 7 we drank that night. And today we're looking at Bigfoot by Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. Up next, End of the Day Beer Review. Hey, it's Rich and Fred is with me today again. We are back and we are looking at the, this is Bigfoot by Sierra Nevada Brewing, and this is bourbon barrel aged stout. I'm sorry, it's a Barleywine style ale, and it's aged
internally aged Taylor bourbon barrels.
Yes, it is. And this is one that someone, actually I can't even see it. No, someone else told me about, and Fred got it for us. Where'd you get it again? What was that place?
I got it at Beertown. Oh my God, the people at Beertown, Sadaf. Over at Beertown in Ozone Park, Queens.
Now, we are not sponsored by them, so, you know, this is actually like legitimate feeling that Fred has. I've never been there, one day maybe, but I have not been there yet. So on the bottle, on the box, because I know this is a hard one to get, it says Buffalo Trace Distillery since 1983. Bigfoot Barleywine style ale has captivated beer drinkers for its versatility, a force when fresh, and an adventure when aged. I'm not sure I love that.
Oh, wow. Their marketing team is on overdrive right there.
But the pinnacle of Bigfoot flavor, hibernation and spirit barrels, and there are no distilleries more awarded than Buffalo Trace Distillery, whose E.H. Taylor Jr. collection honors the fathers of modern bourbon. And I'm going to put a picture of this up on Instagram. You should check it out there so you can check this out. I am not a whiskey guy. Is Buffalo Trace really that great?
Buffalo Trace is exceptional. Buffalo Trace, so you've heard of Pappy Van Winkle?
Yeah.
That's Buffalo Trace product.
Okay.
So, matter of fact, and foolishly, I meant to bring the actual E.H. Taylor bourbon with me. Totally forgot to bring it.
But it's not, but it's not Old Fitz.
No.
Okay, so, because I still have to try that one. I still haven't gotten to it.
Yeah, Buffalo Trace, Eagle Rare, they do a ton of the Pappy Van Winkles. Great products. So,
we'll do a little unboxing for you all as well. Comes in a nice cardboard tube. I actually like the packaging on this one. Beautiful bottle. Enormous. 15% ABV, 750 milliliters. Really a nice bottle, and the light's a little too bright to get everything. And this one actually looks like a beast. Is this going to explode up and out with the cork?
Have you had Barleywine before?
I have. I've had, but only the Goose Island stuff. And actually, I'm going to be doing a video on some of the Goose Island Barleywine because the sediment problem in the 2018 is insane. So
gotta decant that stuff.
Yeah, gonna have to definitely. All right, let's see.
Did no one teach you how to open a bottle?
Yeah, I don't want to smash
champagne.
The camera with it. That's what I'm afraid of. I can just see this thing going flying into the camera, and then the channel is over. Oh, by the way, we are at 100 subs, so I am very pleased, and that's why we're doing sort of a special event on this one.
Ooh.
Open quite nicely. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm sure it's got citrus. Oh yeah, that is nice. Got a little molasses, little maple. Yeah,
that's not bad. All right, let's see how the pour is. Okay, so not as dark as I was expecting. Sort of a light caramel color. Oh, I guess I have to pour myself light today. Fred, that's up to you. You're also going to hear some background noise. All of our children are outside the bar right now playing. So yeah, I'll pour light. It's light enough. So we've got some good carbonation, a nice head on it. The head is dissipating. Clearly some good legs on this. Again, I got a fingerprint on the glass. Sorry if you can see that at home.
That's nice.
I'm getting a lot of caramel.
Absolutely. Yeah, the roasted, malty, almost bready.
Yeah. I had something the other day that was very, very bready.
Little tiny tinge of orange peel.
See, I'm not getting that, but I'm not surprised. Citrus and I do not play well together.
It's hidden, but it's there.
There's something else there too. Is that molasses? It might be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it might be that. I'm getting predominantly caramel.
Yeah.
Some molasses. I'm getting a little bit of wood. Not a whole lot, though.
See, you thought this was lighter than you expected it to be darker than this?
I did. I expected. Well,
I didn't expect it to be this dark. It's a beautiful color. It's absolutely beautiful.
So it looks more of a spirit color than anything like that, than any of the beer. So, well, I mean, like, what was it? I poured one the other day, the Escapism. Oh, go right ahead. And it was like looking into the abyss. It was so dark. So.
Oh my God, that's dangerous. That is dangerous.
Oh, that's nice. There's no burn.
None.
None at all. But it tastes much more like a spirit. In fact, it tastes sort of like bourbon. Almost. It's not as. It doesn't bite.
Little carbonated bourbon.
Yeah. But that's sort of the flavor I'm getting more than anything.
Definitely getting the wood. Definitely getting the bourbon. And the finish, I'm definitely getting a little tinge of the citrus. I'm telling you, some orange peel in there, definitely.
Is that what that is? Yeah, maybe I'm getting that.
Not like the shit, like the peel.
No, exactly. Yeah, like the zest.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, and it's very, very much on the back end. For me, at least, I'm getting it on the back of the tongue. And now I'm starting to get a little of the burn. 2 sips in, right about here. Nothing major, but a little.
No, it really is nice, though. I mean, I didn't know what to expect. And like I said, I should have brought over the bottle of E.H. Taylor so we could have done a real proper comparison.
It's very funny because this really, to me, tastes much more, I mean, carbonation aside, tastes much more like a spirit than it does the typical stuff that I'm looking at on this channel. Except for Truly's, which just tasted like garbage. That was the worst thing I've tried so far, period. It was so bad.
Worse than the what was it? The anisette, not the anisette. What was it? The licorice flavor?
Oh, the biscotti.
Biscotti, yeah, there you go.
That was actually, I would have drank 2 of those.
Wow.
And I mean the full bottle.
That
truly was terrible.
So I know that they made 15,000 bottles of this. And my understanding was it had very limited, they had 15,000 bottles available online from the brewery. So you were able to make the purchase online. I don't know if they would ship it or if it had to be something where you picked it up. And then they had extremely limited distribution to places like New York. They're obviously based in California, but a couple of states had, but they sold the 15,000 out on day one.
Doesn't surprise me.
And the MSRP was somewhere about $25, $29. That's what I paid for.
I thought it was much more than that.
That's what I paid for.
I thought it was like $60.
No, I paid, like I said, I got it from Beertown in Ozone Park, and they did not gouge me. For something like this, that's going to be that impossible to get. They were only able to get 1 case, and I got it for MSRP. It wasn't a secondary price or anything, so it was fantastic.
I like it. This is not my normal thing.
I would definitely pay. I would pay more than.
Oh, you'd go secondary market for this?
I'm saying, so obviously you have that, what is it, the limited returns, I don't know how much value I would place in the secondary market as far as over the $29, but I would say it's I would buy it again for $29. I would probably say I
think I'd spend $60.
For split on this, I would definitely go $45 for that, no problem.
I mean, I've had some the biscotti was $30 around here. It was about $28.99. So it was really expensive around here. And I felt like that was just not worth that money. That's the first time I've ever felt that way about anything from Bourbon County. So this at $30, and not to mention size-wise, this is a big bottle.
Yeah, well, it's a 750, right?
That's what I mean. This is a significant.
You're not drinking this alone.
No, in fact, honestly,
we're probably going to be tipsy off of what we poured, and there's still more than half the bottle left.
Yeah, You might have to take that home with you tonight, just so it doesn't get
I don't know if
wasted,
it's going to travel, I mean.
Well, from here to your house, I mean, that's not, no addresses, though. So,
all right, fine, I'll travel to my house and then drink the rest of it once I get home.
I mean, or drink the rest of it here. So I like this. I think this is quite good.
Yeah.
Again, I have a friend who sent me the text about this. He was like, oh my God, we're never going to see this. And we wouldn't have, because it was not available. At least I didn't see it in any of the distributors near my home anywhere. So, but Fred has a good distributor.
It took a while. I think it was released. It was released around Halloween, I believe.
Yeah.
And she got it about a month later. I got it, I believe, in late November. and just been hanging on so we could do this.
That's very nice. Very nice.
The other one that we have for later on, that I got through secondary, but it was through Travor, that online, and it was $48. Now that's a brewery only release, so I expect to pay for that. So if that has as much value as this does, I'll be very happy.
Now this is very nice. Again, to me, and I'm not a spirit drinker really, whereas Fred is much more schooled on that. I feel like this drink's much more like a spirit. Obviously, the carbonation is different, but you're getting that sort of smokiness. To me, it's like drinking bourbon.
So. Okay, so
at least the flavor profile.
Right. No, absolutely. So after a meal, I like something that's more of a little bit of a sweetness. As a matter of fact, any of the bourbon counties would suffice as a digestive or something like that. This is the kind of thing where, nowhere near a meal, you just sit down. You know what? I'm not a big smoker, but I could definitely sip this and smoke a cigar.
Ah, okay. See, I am not a smoker at all when it comes to cigars and stuff like that. So, but this could be a nice after dinner sort of let's sit down and have a drink. Like I could definitely see that.
A nightcap. I mean, you have something.
Problem is the bottle is so big. Like,
you would need a partner for that.
It's an investment. Like, and I mean an investment in your liver because you're not going to do this yourself.
I don't know if they'll be re-releasing this. So at this point, the only option you're going to have is secondary market. As I said, the MSRP was $25.29. If you find this for $50, if you're a Barleywine person or a bourbon person.
Yeah, this is.
If you find this in the $50, $60 range, just to try it, I would definitely go for it.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. And I don't normally rate beers like out of a number on this channel because everyone's palate is so different. My rating really has no meaning numerically to anybody else. But this is, my normal way of rating it is, would I buy this again? And quite frankly, yes, I would. And I probably would spend the $50 or $60 on it. So
luckily, I have two more.
That's nice. That is. You know what it is?
So we can always do it again some other time.
It's not that. I wonder what this will be like in a year or two.
That's why I bought as many as I did. I mean, she got the case. It was 6 in a case. I bought 3 right away. And I went back maybe a week later to see if I could pick up more of them, and they were gone.
Yeah, I'm not
So
surprised.
I didn't have a chance.
Well, it's like the old Fitz on the Bourbon County this year. That went so fast.
Yeah. I had to get extremely lucky to find that. I found that in Williamsburg.
Yeah,
so I had to go in like hipster central to find that.
I was able to get 2, but I haven't opened any of them yet. I just haven't gotten. Like I said, that's not one I'm going to open alone.
I have one cellaring. I have one in the fridge, and I have one that's cellared in my liquor cabinet on the bottom.
I have the 2 cellared underneath, along with the 30-year, which I haven't tried either yet. So,
Oh, I wish I could stay here forever.
Well, that's the thing. Today, unfortunately, we have a limited amount of time, mostly because, like I said, our kids are outside and we have dinner in a little while. So, but with that, folks, if you get a chance, to pick up this particular Barleywine, I would definitely go and check this out. All around, the packaging is beautiful. The bottle is very nice. But more importantly, what's in the bottle is outstanding. If you're a spirit person, if you're a Barleywine person, I think it fits so many categories.
It does. It hits everything.
Yeah, it really does. So, yeah, very nice.
I have had Sierra Nevada Barleywine, the Bigfoot Barleywine. I have had it before. I don't remember it blowing me away. I don't remember thinking to myself that I had to run right back out and get this. But, I remember kind of like a dried citrus fruit flavor. Like, if you go and get that candied fruit.
I've just never been a fan of Sierra Nevada, which was the one thing that sort of turned me off to this. Was like, but I have to tell you, stick it in a barrel for a year and I'll give it a try.
Right. And honestly, I was more intrigued by the E.H. Taylor because, as Rich said, I love my bourbons. I do like Buffalo Trace. They have a tendency to kind of limit their stuff artificially, but I do like the E.H. Taylor, so that's why I ran out and grabbed it.
This is very, very nice. All right, folks, we're going to spend the rest of the evening probably polishing this off. And I'll see you next time. If you're new to the channel, please hit that sub button. Love to hear any comments. Anybody who has one of these, love to get some feedback on that. I know I've seen some of the other beer review channels out there with these on their shelves. When you get around to it, really love to hear what you have to say about it as well. With that, night, cheers. I'm gonna fill this up for the next one. So, cheers.